Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be reviewing and demoing and doing a wear test on the new Fenty Skin Tint. And I have to tell you guys that I'm liking the way my skin looks. I feel like it looks very natural. It's not heavy. I really like how it looks so far. However, this claims to be a very long wearing skin tint, and that's what I really want to test. I want to see how it wears, and I want to see if it really is something that is going to give me good coverage and last all day. You guys know I'm not someone to touch up and to carry a ton of makeup with me, oddly enough, but I just really want to make sure that this is a product that's going to give me the long wear that a lot of my foundations give me. I recognize that this is not a foundation, but it does build up to medium coverage, and I do think it did a beautiful job at covering some of my hyperpigmentation and freckles. The shade I picked up is shade number 11, and I do think it is a beautiful match for me. I did set everything with powder, and I went in with my standard makeup routine, and I really like the way that it looks. So if you guys want to see how the skin tint wears, let's go. For those of you that might be, I need to do a quick sidebar. If you're wondering what's on my lips, this is actually Fenty Candy Venom. This is one of my favorite Fenty lipsticks. I think it's so beautiful and vibrant, and it screams spring and summer. And I do have on a fly liner in a pinky shade. So now we can go. Let's go. All right, guys. So today we're going to be testing out the Fenty Beauty Blur Drops Skin Tint. And I know what you guys are thinking. Why is she wearing a skin tint when she likes full coverage? Well, what I've heard is that this is light to medium coverage, which I'm down with a medium coverage. And honestly, I just want something that's light for, you know, everyday use or days where I don't want to wear a full-blown face of makeup. I'm going to give you guys some quick details. This retails for $29.50, and there are 25 shades. The reason for just having 25 shades is because several of these shades actually apply to 3 or 4 different foundation shades. And this one, for example, this is shade 11, covers anything from 290 to I believe 310. If you go on the website, it will tell you what would your best match be. And I did swatch this on my hand, and I do think that it leans a little bit more peachy, but I can pull it off. So it's a flexible skin tint that's easy to apply. It's a soft blurred finish, and this claims to deliver smooth, instantly blurred skin in just a few easy drops in 25 flexible shade options. So this claims, again, instant blurring skin tint, buildable light to medium long wear coverage. I want to see this long wear piece. Quick blur complex for hydrating diffuse effects. Smooth texture that layers with primer and skincare, applies well with fingers or brush, and it's humidity, sweat, and transfer resistant. This I'm digging. So you get a total of 1.08 fluid ounces, and that is more than the standard. Your standard is a full fluid ounce. I was gonna use a Tatcha blurring primer, but we're not. We're just gonna go in with this, and I am going to give it a good squeeze. So this is how much I'm going to use. It is a runny formula, and this is a squeeze tube. It has a nice little dropper. I like her packaging. I like this, you know, design. It's easy to hold in your hands and to squeeze. So I'm going to use her foundation brush. And I'm just going, oh, okay. It took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say I'm just going to use the brush to apply the product. So this is one layer, and I have to tell you guys that I do like the way that it looks. My skin looks even. It did give me some coverage. I don't see any blurring. I do have a little bit of a larger pore situation here. It's not anything crazy, but I can definitely see the enhancement of pores without product there. I'm going to take a little bit more and just build it up and see what we get from 2 coats. I would not use a sponge with this because it is a lighter formula and sponges will eat up your product. So I would use a brush, and so far I do like the way that a brush is applying it. I would definitely go with 2 pumps for sure. Wow, look at that. All right guys, so here is the final face application. I really like the way that my skin looks. It looks very natural. It doesn't feel heavy at all. But truth be told, I don't see any blurring. Again, I do have larger pores around here. This little, like the insides of my nose or where my nose creases. And I don't see any blurring. And this would be the area where I really notice it. Honestly, I can kind of see it enhancing my pores. I do like the way my skin looks though. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup the same way I would any other product. So I'll do concealer, setting powder, and then we'll test this out to see if it really is a long wearing product. But I do like the way that my skin looks, and these little pores here don't bother me because I can always go in with a powder and it'll fill. So I'm not worried about it. But overall, I do like the way that this looks. And if it is long wearing, then this will be a product that I probably reach for quite a bit, especially over the summer because I am someone that sweats a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup, and then we'll come back and do a final look. All right, guys, it is 9:51, and I have to say I really like the way that this looks on my complexion. I did set it. I did use concealer. For my under eyes, I used the Makeup Forever concealer, and I literally just did the dot in the inner corner and the outer corner, and I made sure not to bring it down lower because I didn't want to add additional coverage. I think my skin looks very natural. It doesn't look textured or heavy, and the pore situation here, it's still kind of there, but it's not bothering me. Like, I think overall my complexion looks good. We'll see how this continues to wear throughout the day. My goal is to wear it as long as possible, and so far I think it looks good. Again, I saw, you know, I can see a little bunching here on the side, or not bunching, but I can see the pores on the inside of my nose. Just, it stands out, and it could be for a variety of reasons. I really haven't been yesterday I didn't drink a lot of water. So I think that might have been it. The other thing I noticed is that around areas where I tend to have a little bit more pigmentation, which is like my mouth, my lines here, the lower part of my lip, they looked a little gray. So I just took a little bit more of the skin tint and added just a little bit around those areas because I felt like I needed just a little bit more coverage. And I'm actually going to take this puff, which I use to apply my product, and press it just around there because I did go over it after I had powdered. The other thing is it did layer really nicely over powder. It didn't disrupt the powder at all. I just went in with a little bit extra powder or whatever was left on the puff because I could see that it was still wet. This is all I have for you guys. So if you want to see how this wears and hear my thoughts, then let's go. All right, guys, it's 5 on the dot, and I have to say that I wore a mask today for about 2 hours, and I'm a little congested, so I was blowing my nose, and you can see there's a little bit of wear around the tip of my nose, but other than that, like, it's still on. And considering that I had a mask on, I really did expect for there to be more lift, but it looks good. So I'm just gonna move with my brush, the brush I used this morning, some of that product, so we just kind of give it a fair shot here. I'm digging this. I'm really digging this. It looks very natural, and it just looks like I have really even skin. I did notice that my bronzer, I didn't use bronzer, my contour, which was one of the matchsticks, and my blush, which was one of the cream blushes by Fenty, isn't really on anymore, but everything else is on. So I am going to wear this probably to about 8, maybe 9, probably 8. And then I will come back and give you guys my final thoughts. But so far, we're wearing pretty evenly. Also, I just remembered, I did have on sunglasses for quite a few hours today. It was really nice and sunny out, and I don't see the indentation of the nose pads. All right, guys, so I forgot to end my video. I've had on the Fenty Blur Skin Tint. I wore it again today to make sure that I had my ducks in line, and I'll tell you guys, I love it. As you guys can see, there's a little bit of wear on my nose. I didn't wear a ton of makeup today. It was a very low maintenance day. And my skin looks good. I didn't wear a mask. I didn't go out or really run errands today. So you are seeing what it looks like without, you know, the real wear and tear. However, I will tell you that I do love the way that this product looks. Today I found that it didn't nearly bunch as much on the inner corners. So I do think that my skin was dehydrated, which leads me to believe that if you have dehydrated skin, or if you are really dry and have a lot of texture, that this might cling or enhance those areas. I love how lightweight it is. I love how easy it is to apply, and how you're able to build it up to a solid medium coverage. You cannot detect this on the skin. You can't feel it. It just really blends beautifully into your skin. So I highly recommend this. I think it's a great product. The packaging is really sleek. It's easy to travel with. I did my makeup today at 6 in the morning, and it is now a little past 4. So just to give you guys an idea of how this wears, it really does a great job. And if you're looking for something that kind of evens out your complexion, but doesn't look like you have a ton of makeup on, I think you're really gonna love this. So for me, this is a thumbs up. I hope that you guys enjoyed this review. Please be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and like this video. Thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.